Yay! Well, it's Thursday, y'all, so you know what we do around here. We have a Texas hemp party, a good old-fashioned Texas hemp party. Woo! So we're super stoked to come to you today. I'm, of course, your host, Leah Laxtons. I'm a native Kentuckian living in the great state of Texas with a passion for hemp and its impact on local communities. Joined by my two amazing co-hosts, I've got Captain Cannabis, the science guy.
Hey guys.
Hi. And of course, our producer, the one that keeps us all straight, verifies all our craziness. It's Cynthia Morales.
Hi. What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. We've made it through almost another week.
Yes, we're almost there. And today we're super stoked to have our awesome guests, Heather and Valerie, with us. They're with Aspen Green. Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hi. Thanks for having
Where are y'all tuning in from today, by the way?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Ooh, nice. Now, y'all had a little stormy come through, or was that more West Coast Florida?
It actually has been through, it kind of goes back and forth from the east side to the west side. We're just getting like tropical rains.
It's supposed to be happening right now, but it's not raining.
It's like you're like regular fall weather in Florida,
you know. We're used to it.
Hurricane here and there, rain here and there, but mostly sun. So, you know, it's all good. What's awesome, you guys are with Aspen Green and you're putting together the Green Plant Summit that is coming up in, man, just a week away now. So it's pretty exciting stuff. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how you got into this amazing hemp industry and what the Green Plant Summit is all about.
Okay, so first of all, we're both co-owners of Aspen Green, and typically we actually got into this because we both have a passion for healthcare and wellness, and we also believe in decriminalization and legalization of cannabis because it's been used for thousands of years medicinally and has been demonized. And you know, originally we were looking at having cannabis dispensaries, but the red tape was through the roof, and we discovered hemp and the medicinal benefits of all the fabulous cannabinoids and terpenes, and decided, hey, we need a brand. We need to represent a brand out there that the consumer can trust, that's organic from seed to plant, and give consumers the confidence to take something that's good for them and can help them in a ton of different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when the Farm Bill passed, her husband and my husband have owned companies in the past, and they've always been entrepreneurs at heart, and they've worked together really well. And her and I have always been almost like sisters, you know, we kind of married into family. And so we just started talking as families and saying, you know, this hemp bill passed, we see the medicinal benefits. Her and I have always, as women, sought after like organic living, organic food, organic products in our home for our kids, for ourselves. So we just started searching and educating ourselves on how to do it the best way. We wanted to be, you know, have the best product, but we want it to be the safest for consumers. So that's how we got started, you know.
I love you guys.
Yeah. Well, we
Seriously.
knew we could do it right. And that's what we care about, because it's not just about having a business or jumping on the newest, trendiest thing. It's about, we believe in this plant, we believe in what it can do, but how can we do it the best?
Right.
And the thing is when, if your heart, I mean, it's like you're doing it from your heart. And I mean, we run into a lot of people, they don't know why people are getting sick. You guys obviously do. The food has a lot of these preservatives that give us all kinds of stomach issues. And next thing you know, they're buying more chemicals to put in their body when you guys went down the natural path. And that's beautiful. It warms my heart.
Yeah. It's funny. We almost have kind of a unique sort of chemistry as the four of us. Her husband has always been like the go-getter, like the dreamer, the big dreamer, and my husband's more the numbers, finance. I mean, he's like basically a mathematician. And she's always about education, and I want to learn more. I want to know the most I can. And I'm always, is it organic? Is it non-toxic? Like, let's make sure that the society would need it, would want it. What does it do for you? So between the four of us, we kind of like fill in the gaps where, versus just having a company with one person or one CEO. It's different. It's like a family. We all kind of have our own roles in what we do.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. You guys, you created an incredible team.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think that's so important, you know, in this industry, especially with, there's a lot of challenges, right? Regulatory, even inside of hemp still. So to build a team that's really built to make it is amazing. And that's what we love too. We all kind of have our own little thing that we're good at. So it's not one person just trying to do everything. So that's amazing. And I love finding people that are entrepreneurs that have been entrepreneurs for a while now coming into hemp versus, you know, nothing wrong with this is your first time as an entrepreneur and you're coming into the industry. This is a hard industry to start in if you haven't ran a business before. So, I mean, it's hard either way, but that's amazing that you guys have had success before you dipped your feet in here. The products are really incredible too. I know that you guys have special relationship with your farm and, you know, the creation of the products. Did that take you a while to kind of get to that point?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Originally, we had a couple of different companies who reached out to us to be distributors. And of course, we were intrigued because we were brand new baby, you know, hemp learners. And, you know, just talking to them and saying, hey, yeah, we'd love to look at your product. Can we meet your farmers? Can we go to the farm? And we got shut down immediately.
Yeah.
And so the red flag was like, no, there's something off here.
Yeah.
And so actually Kyle and Brandon scoured all of Colorado. I mean, they spent weeks out there meeting with different farmers who aligned with our values. And that's the most important thing because we want the strains that do the most help and the most good for people with their health issues. And we want it to be clean, USDA organic certified and toxin free, et cetera, et cetera. So we really, you know, they did a great job, you know, meeting with different farmers and finding that perfect relationship for us.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of time involved for sure. You can tell, you know, we of course, we try a lot of products, obviously. Same thing, you hear a lot of people and we're just like, okay, cool. Where's your farm? Like, we're just looking for the state, you know, and they're just like, oh no, you got me. And it's like, oh no, this is literally like step one, you guys, like you need to know where this plant's coming from, you know, because there's,
So spent a lot of time in Colorado. I mean, it kind of holds our heart as far as one of the best. I mean, there's several states that have great topography, but Colorado being the soil, the mountains, the climate, it's for us.
The sunshine.
Yeah, the best topography to grow some of the world's finest hemp, almost like, you know, and cannabis. So we just, in a way, scoured the state for quite a while until we found exactly the partners that fit the bill for us as far as organic and non-toxic.
Yeah, and the organic part is really huge too, because it's not very common in hemp, because it is very difficult to get that certification. So yeah, amazing. When you guys sent us a nice little package and Cynthia left it at her house, and when I house sat for her, I stole the body butter and I love it. I love it. One of my favorite applications for the topicals are on mosquito bites here in Texas. Like you guys in Florida, we get them quite a bit. And it's just like, oh, you bit me? Yeah, whatever. Boom, gone. See you later. So that's awesome. Well, we want to talk a little bit about this Green Plant Summit that y'all put together. I think this is an incredible idea and really such a value to not only the consumers, but also the hemp and cannabis community at large. So what gave you guys this idea to put this together? And I guess we'll just start there. How did you guys come up with the idea?
Well, basically, Aspen Green as a whole, we're huge on education.
Yes.
Oh, what happened? Okay.
Oh, sorry, there. I've got the
there
website
we
pulled
go.
up for you.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Okay, sorry.
surprise, your website's appeared.
This is weird. What's happening? Okay, keep talking. Go.
But anyway, we're huge on education.
Yeah.
So I lead our education, and I don't know everything there is to know, obviously, about cannabis and hemp. However, I'm learning all the time. And when we reach out to different chiropractors, pain clinic professionals, consumers,
Mhm.
there's so much confusion between the difference between cannabis and hemp. Is it legal? Will it make you high? Can it help with this? Can it help with that? So at the forefront of what we believe in is educating
Yeah.
the consumer. And also, I mean, we've had chiropractors that know absolutely nothing
Right.
about it. So, you know, you can't move forward unless you start getting people educated so they're not fearful of taking a hemp and CBD product. So basically, we came together. We have gotten these different holistic and integrative functional medicine doctors, practitioners. We've got 25
Mhm.
that are talking about different subject matter dealing with hemp and CBD, a little bit of cannabis, on how it can help your body and
Great.
how to choose the correct brand, how to know what you're getting is authentic and clean and effective.
Yeah.
Anything to add to that?
Yeah, and what
it's
I love,
free.
and it's free. Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
each one of our speakers is speaking on something different. So women can learn about how does it affect your female reproductive system. Let's not lie, PMS is real and it's a big deal. And that's one of the first things that Heather and I found is using hemp along our monthly cycle is life-changing as far as all of the side effects of being a woman, right?
Yeah,
And then they're
definitely.
still talking about, right? It's a big deal. And then talking about arthritis and what is your proper dosage. There's just so much information out there. And there's so many scientific research studies and all of these journals that are being done and talked about that we wanted to have that information and that education not just come from us, but come from people who are in the industry, from professionals that are doctors, they're nurses.
That are using it, believing in it,
Yes.
recommending it to their patients. I mean, it's huge. And just to have them speak on their area of expertise and then passing that along to any consumer watching, we think is huge. Education is key.
Yeah.
I love this. You know, that's a big part of our initiative. And Cynthia being an educator as a profession, you know, we knew that that's what we wanted to do inside of this industry. And, you know, it's hard to find education there. I mean, it's not hard to find hemp education, but it's hard to find accuracy just because it is so new. It's a new industry. We're learning more every day. There are new white papers. So I love the fact that you've put together experts inside the field instead of just like anybody that wants to talk about hemp, come and be on our thing. You know, you guys really chose specifically amazing people and experts in it. And John, the host, is just absolutely right.
Yeah,
we love John. We love John.
He made it a very, you know, a great conversation, which is what everybody wants to have. You know, nobody really, I know we say we focus on education, but nobody wants to be lectured, you know, nobody really wants to sit down and you know, listen to just this monotone of people talking, or, you know, we really want them to capture the true essence of why this is important, you know, and I feel he does a really great job in putting that together with, you know, like us, the speakers and everything. So great job. Yeah, I'm excited to see the final.
Yes.
It's been fun.
So you can go register for free at greenplantsummit.com. And if they miss the day of the live event, they can pay a little bit to actually view the replay of that, right?
Yeah, you can have all the video content for like $36. So I mean, that's like amazing.
That's cheap.
Amazing.
Right.
Yeah, that's like barely covering the hosting fee, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So that's
fantastic. But we're doing it.
And it's cheaper than going out on getting a meal that, you know, like on a Friday night. That's a lot cheaper. you know?
It is, yeah. And for what you get, the quality of speakers, like you said, and the amount of education.
And it's huge. I mean, I'm enjoying listening to all the speakers. I am really enjoying it myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm picking up things along the way. Of course, you know, there's so much to know. It is new. It's a new industry. I'm thrilled to learn new things.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Everybody has sort of their segment, like we were talking about earlier. You know, to know everything about cannabis, it's like saying you know everything about space shuttles. You know, like everybody has their expertise and their little thing that they, I think, get excited about. You know, so this is really incredible opportunity to get to pick the minds of some of the best hemp experts out there. So we can't wait for it for sure.
And it's November 19th through the 22nd.
Yes, that's November, right? 19th through 20. So that's next week, right? Or is
Thursday.
Dang, y'all. Can you believe it's already Thanksgiving 2020? What happened? You know, and it's like,
honestly,
we were.
2020 needs to go.
Yeah.
It needs to go.
Oh my gosh, for sure. I don't know about y'all. Like, we already have the Christmas decorations up. I was like, who's coming over to tell me no? Who's coming over to make fun of me? Nobody. I'm gonna do what I want this year. Like, you owe me this 2020.
I was like, we're putting the Christmas tree up Monday. I'm done with this year. We're done. Like, I was like,
We're done.
Put it up on Monday.
Hell yeah, I am with you 100%. I back the early Christmas movement. I say let's just get to 2021.
Let's put some Christmas buble on, right? Michael Bublé.
Yes. Absolutely. And also, if they want to check out the Aspen Green products, let me go on and share that website as well, just so people make sure we get that in. It's at aspengreen.com. And I'm telling you, shout out to the body butter, but you guys have a lot of excellent products on here, great reviews, and you can learn more about the organic certification that comes with that. And then both the Green Plant Summit and Aspen Green are on Instagram as well. So go over to Instagram, give them a follow. Absolutely. I love it. Now, Cynthia, I think you were going to show us a little t-shirt lineup just to make Nicole jealous. Nicole is our amazing content director that actually, unfortunately for us, but fortunately for her, she got an amazing job offer around in March. So she's left us for the time being, but she's on her way back. We're on a 12-month mission to bring Nicole back, and she does tune into the show. So Nicole, when you get back, we want to show you how Cynthia has added to the shirt collection. Because Nicole would like do anything for a shirt, like, you know, oh, you want me to edit all these videos for you for the t-shirt? Like, absolutely.
That's what we just got.
I mean,
ooh, I love this. That's all. Dang, y'all. Those are amazing.
nice.
These are Heather and Valerie for the audio only. They're showing us some amazing, like Yeti white with the awesome silver logo.
Well,
I love y'all's logo as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that packaging. I mean, it's really good. You know, it just looks very boutique-ish. It's gonna go on it could go on any shelf. But yes, I mean, one of the greatest things about going, you know, on our self tours that we've done throughout these past couple of years, I should say, I probably stopped collecting as many, but once Nicole left, I was like, I'll pick some up for Nicole. So when she comes back, I'll definitely have.
My goodness, look what's in your hand. Okay, so
I know. So this is the Dope Soul shirt, and you can find this one at Trulevia in Dripping Springs, which I think it's a really cool workout shirt. Love the fabric. And then of course, over from our friends MJ's, they got a really cool wear your weed, and of course help end the stigma, y'all.
And that shirt's actually made of hemp, right?
Yes, this shirt's made of hemp. We've also had a bunch of, you know, friends along the way that we know we have been moved a lot out of Texas, but still support them anyways. Astra Snacks is one of them. If you've ever had delicious space ice cream, you haven't yet, and check them out. And of course,
I love that.
Hemp Made. This is also from Hemp, and this is from Tribe CBD in Texas. And then we have Ministry of Hemp.
I got that
Thanks,
shirt.
kid.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, right.
And Ministry
I'll
of
wear-
Hemp, for those that may not follow them, it's an amazing resource. They're actually based in Austin as well, and they do all kinds of awesome hemp educational videos, podcasts.
I know.
They're just really fun people. Our buddy Kit over there is the editor, and he's a great person to follow on Instagram and hang out. And he
Yes.
co-hosted the smoke room at our Halloween party with you, right?
Yeah, we did.
I dipped in, and
Yes.
that was like by far the most fun room. They were just like real life. It was virtual, but it was like all the cool kids just sitting back, you know.
Just
and,
discussing our favorite way of consuming hemp. So that was a
That's
good
right.
one. But speaking of cool people, here's one of the coolest ones yet. From the Puffin Putt that did not get to happen this year, which I'm so sad, but we still got shirts for anybody that got tickets to this amazing event. This is with Willie and Texas Normal. So if you can see his braids, right? The Willie Nelson braids
yeah.
there.
I love it.
Alcohol head, okay.
Yeah, and the golf, yeah.
It's
So
great to
this is
support
their
Normal.
Exactly, yes, great to support them. Flow Hub, which is another, I believe they're just online retail, but they're legal MJ, so not from Texas, but still love them. Of course, Hemp Tours,
Woohoo.
guys.
Hey, look, I got the shirt on today.
Our shirts are gonna start. We're gonna start having some merch as well. So just
good.
kind of, yeah, giving you all a little taste. Leafly, another very, very, very great source too. If you all don't follow, go to Leafly already.
If
Use
you want to
their-
make something at home, if you want to make some
Oh, man.
brownies or
Leafly is the
gummies.
best for
Oh, if you want to
consumer
make products like
information.
salves
Focusing
and
more
stuff
for
like that.
imaging. Yes. Then of course, Hemp Business Builder, that's
Yay.
from us. Yes, you know, any small businesses that are in need of some help with anything, you know. I know the hemp industry is crazy, so here's another Texas Normal shirt. I mean, guys, this can go on all day, by the way. Telling you. I love
Yeah.
this one. It's just a plant, y'all.
There you go.
Over from Tribe CBD again, and then one of my favorites so far was from St. May. Check this one out. They have a Dia de los Muertos edition this year, so they did a really awesome shirt design just for this year. So I'm sure they still have some.
Did you
if anybody
save the
wants to
elevated
check out
thoughts?
for
They're-
Dia de
they're
los
in a-
Muertos. Yeah. in San
And St.
Antonio.
May is an awesome edible brand out of San Antonio, Texas. They do CBD infused like muffins, cookies, all kinds of cool stuff. Really like solid baker first, because you know all that stuff. Like it's cool when you get infused stuff, but then you're like, oh, hemp, oh, and now it's in my mouth so much. Like theirs is very even, you know, it well,
Oh, yes.
and like. Yeah, it's like you can eat the cookie on its own without the CBD. The CBD is the bonus. So great
so
people
these
down there at St. May.
These are just our new shirts. There's a lot more that we've gone along the way, but these are the ones that Nicole doesn't have. So just
Can you show us the last one? Can you show us the last one?
The St. May one?
Oh, I don't think.
I think you had one more. Okay.
Oh yes,
No.
I have one more over here. It's the Grow House one.
Yeah. These are our
Their
great friends
media.
at Grow House. Yeah, Grow House Media. You can follow them on Instagram
Okay,
as
there's
well.
one
They're
more.
Texas-based cannabis content, and they've worked with High Times. They've been all over the country filming awesome content. But this year, they filmed Big Texas Hemp, which is a documentary about our first year growing hemp here in the great state of Texas. They did from farm, seed basically to the end process, the good, the bad, everything in between of like what happened in the first year farming here. So shout out Liz and Patrick, our great friends over there. Daniel, I think you were talking about the elevated shirt that don't tell Cynthia I only got one for me and I never got one for her yet. So I've got to go pick that one up. That's
the other one is the Cannabis for President shirt, but it's dirty because I've been wearing that all week long.
you go.
Yeah, Cynthia
There you go.
literally wore the shirt like all last week, you know, FaceTimed her a couple times and was like, man, I don't want to bring it up, but cannabis for president again? No, just kidding. But not kidding, actually.
I was trying to project it to the universe. I was like,
Oh,
this is
I
the
like
winner.
that.
This is the winner.
Hey, and also
Yeah.
like the shirt that you have on right now, because that's a lunar
yeah.
shirt. So
A
you can also go
lunar.
follow Lunar. Levi Lunar, right? Is that his?
Yeah.
What is his Instagram? So Lunar is our good friend that is a musician here in Austin. He's got a Twitch channel, and we partnered with him about a month ago on a really cool event that was live streamed on Twitch that had a bunch of local artists, basically hip hop performers, and he's got some really dope cannabis oriented songs too. So you can go in. He's all about the lifestyle. Super high energy, super fun guy. So check out Levi Lunar as well, our good friend. We had him on the show once, but it's been a while. We need to get Levi back to do a little virtual performance for us for sure.
Yes.
So
yes,
with Nicole, when you get back, those are the shirts that we've got in the closet for you. You know, we love you. We're looking forward to it. We're gonna get you back soon. But yeah, this has been awesome, guys. So tell us, Heather and Valerie, now what's the scene there in Florida? We've got a couple friends there. I know y'all have medical, but it's kind of a little sketchy or weird. Or are there any expansions going on or any talk kind of going on down there about expanding cannabis?
We've seen, like, just personally, there's a lot of shops opening up, and I would say dispensaries opening up around the city all over. So there seems to be kind of that movement towards everyone's ready. We're prepared for it. We have a ton of medical cannabis facilities, places where you can go get your medical card. But as far as a big push, I mean,
I don't think we're completely ready. I think some people are completely ready. I don't think as a state we're quite there yet.
Right. We
Still
we
working
have a
on it.
bigger, I guess, retirement community in Florida in general. And so there's still that education that needs to be, you know, put down, that foundation of education, that basis of what it really is. And I think, and that's part of why we do this. I think with more education, I think the more people learn and know and kind of have their mind flipped as far as what you knew is not exactly what's reality. Really educating the public to what is hemp, what is cannabis, what does it do for you and for your body, health benefits, wellness benefits. Once the education is out there, I think it'll kind of be an easy in as far as the rest of.
Well, just for example, we have an aunt who lives in Miami, and she actually picked up some crazy virus from being at the hospital. And it completely broke her body down, and she was in so much pain. She could no longer walk, and she was 100% against cannabis. She's like, no way will I ever take it. It's horrible. You know, she was just, you know, it was the demon, you know, demonized in her mind. And when she started taking our 3,000 tincture for her pain, she actually left a testimony on our website saying she wished she discovered it 10 years earlier, because it helped her so much with her pain. And she realized it was not making her high. You know, it can make you feel very relaxed, but not high. And, you know, just to see someone like her who was so against it to all of a sudden like promoting it, like this has really been amazing for me and my health and recovery, that speaks volume. And it just takes one person telling 10 other people and then kind of along from there, you know?
Yeah, that's really amazing. I think there's a recent, I want to say it's New Frontier data poll where it's like 28% of people heard about CBD through friends and family. It's still the highest number one way that people hear about it. And I think that makes sense because of what you're saying, that the stigmas, how do you break down stigmas? Like you're going to see it on the news maybe and be like, maybe. But then when you have a family member that's been directly impacted or is in the industry, you're listening a little more. And then of course, when you have some physical issue and it works, you're like all about it.
That's how
I just had,
and that's how the whole
yeah,
thing
go
works
ahead.
too. That's how the whole thing works too, is because basically it's fear. We all grow up with the fear of this plant because that stigma was introduced into our psyche, I guess you could say. And so what happens is to reverse this brainwashing that all of us had is, first, don't beat up on the people that are still brainwashed.
Yes.
But help them, because they're brainwashed out of fear. So how do you get rid of that fear? And it's by what you're saying, is to educate. But when you meet someone that you trust and it's working for them, coupled with that you have a pain or you have a problem, you couple someone I trust with the pain that I'm suffering, that gives you the motivation to look at it finally, and then to get over that fear. And once they're over the fear, then they'll say, hey, so tell me more about the THC part of this plant. And they do. They say, it's only a buzz. It's just a buzz.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, well, interestingly enough, our aunt has been through so much. She finally recovered from the episode she went through just to, about 6 months ago, she got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. So we got our hands on some cannabis oil for her. And it has helped her tremendously with the pain that she's going through with this. I mean, she's now with hospice and all that kind of thing. So it's going to be the her, but this has made her to where she's not taking opioids. She's not in a coma-like state. We got to go visit her and have a great conversation with her and share memories. And she was able to do that because she was taking cannabis for her pain. She was still coherent. She wasn't like a lot of people who have hospice and for 2 weeks before they pass, they don't talk to anyone because they're, on morphine and all these different opioids. So that was a huge blessing for our family.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm happy to hear that the plant did give her some comfort in that scenario, and we hear that often. Even one of our friends just came to visit from South Texas. And Cynthia and I talk about this a lot. There's quite a stigma around cannabis inside the Mexican American community still. And her mom is in her 70s, and she actually went to our friend who also is fairly, and is not really feeling the cannabis, she'll tolerate us being into it, but it's like, I don't do drugs kind of person. And her mom went to her and was like, Dee, for your foot, you got to try this cream that she had picked up. And Delilah's just like, wait, what? Like, let me see this, like, calls me like, is this weed? I'm like, no, it's CBD, it's legal. Like, thinking her mom's found this out on the black market or something somewhere. I'm like, no, it's, whatever, let's go through the ingredients here. Like, everything's good. And my friend said that instantly her foot, like within a week of putting it on at night, significant impact. And this wasn't even one of the higher quality products like y'all's. So imagine. And so right away I was like, okay, that's fine and everything. You got it at, the chain store. Let me get you over here to some real high quality stuff. But, hemp is amazing. It's just, and it's such an amazing plant. And it's a great way for people to experience the healing benefits of cannabis without having to go to that extreme level, or what they would feel was extreme with, THC. Even though a little THC in there, I like the full spectrum for sure. But it will work. I mean, even broad spectrums do work. They may not be as potent, but they will work. If you're in the military or, first responder, you have that issue. It's incredible. So tell us a little bit. So did you guys get to make it out to Colorado for the harvest this year, or how did everything go as far as the grow season out there?
Brandon went out with the boys.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We didn't make it this year. Last year.
Yeah. We were out last year, but I didn't go this year because that's right when COVID was, we were talking about,
Right.
Like, I don't know if I really want to fly. And Brandon's like, oh, we're fine.
Right. The guys are always that way. Like, nah, it'll be fine. And then they come home like, help, I have a cold and I'm going to die.
I have Ebola now. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, oh my God.
That's awesome, though.
Hey, but that's the way the human race works, just like what you guys were talking about earlier, is that, even the family, when you have all these kids, it's like, well, that kid's just like me, but those other ones, I don't know whose kids those are. But reality is that that's the way humanity is that when you have a bunch of kids, each of them have their own unique personalities and different things that brings to the family. Or when it comes to a town, you don't want to agree with everyone, because the diversity helps to create protections, educate. The whole community has to be diverse, and then we all have to get along, because that's what makes things grow. If we all have to.
For that one, yes. True.
Yes.
And that's very similar to the cannabis plant, because it's been really interesting to see, as the seeds have come from other states being grown in Texas, how different they've grown here versus their, where they came from. So, and even within the same seeds, how the phenotypes are just a little bit different each harvest, with so many variables.
Different terpenes, different aromas. I mean, just, it's depending on where it's grown.
The soil. Yeah. Just like coffee. My favorite sort of African, but the soil in Africa, they have a citrus flavor. So it's pretty awesome. But if you go to South America and you get coffee there, well, the soil there makes the coffee taste like chocolate. So but it's fun to explore and have fun with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Same thing with terpenes. Fun to explore.
Absolutely. And one other thing I wanted to touch on with y'all, because I know that your products have the QR codes that go to everything. So it's not just how much CBD is in this, but it's also, is there mold? Are there heavy metals? What's the terpene profile? So why did you guys feel like that was important? Because it's required in some states, but most states don't require this full, panel of lab testing that y'all are doing.
Well, you're exactly right, because you don't have to do it. But we wanted to do it because we're huge believers in transparency.
Right.
So on every one of our boxes and every one of the labels, you have this little QR code. You can scan it, or you can go to the very bottom of our website and look under certificate of analysis. Some companies will just do the cannabinoid profile, which is great. And a few will do like heavy metals, but we wanted to do the terpene profile as well, because that's huge. Terpenes are huge.
The rudder.
Yeah, and we really wanted to say, hey, we don't have heavy metals in our products. Hey, we don't have toxins we don't have mold or E. coli or salmonella in our products. And we wanted consumers to also know they're getting what they're paying for. So you look in there and you see, oh, there's this much CBD, there's this much THC, there's not too much THC. But you're not paying for a watered down product. You're getting what you're paying for. And we have the direct partnership with our farmer. We have no middleman. So we've tried to keep our prices down. So for the high quality, the extra testing that we do, the USDA organic certification, it all, could make our product a lot more expensive, but we want it to be more accessible. And I did want to say one other thing. On the bottom of our site, we also have, what's it called? Assistance programs. So like teachers, firefighters, military, people who have limited income because maybe they're just on Social Security, the assistance programs. You can go in there very easily, and it's through Verify. You just put in a tiny bit of information, they email you back. And basically they tell you what percentage you qualify. For example, military is always a 35% savings. So we've even had people who just have lost their jobs because of all this COVID and just can't afford our products, but they need our products. We've had some people who've gotten 50% off, which is huge. So we're huge, we're about transparency. We're about caring for other people and making sure it's accessible to anyone who really needs it. Right.
That's absolutely amazing. I appreciate that so much, that you guys would do that, to really look out for those in need. And the products are already very well priced and competitive, considering that you're going above and beyond, and that's what we love. We want to be part of setting the bar and the standard. Of course, we understand sometimes as new companies, new entrepreneurs, we get it, but like, we just feel like there has to be this bar that we have to go further, or otherwise consumers may not have the perfect hemp experience.
Yeah, I think that's where we came from. Is I previously started an organic skincare line way before this, because I noticed at the time there was not a lot of organic plant-based products as far as skincare and body products back when I started it. And so out of a necessity, I started my company where I was creating skincare, and noticed that the companies that I respected the most were the companies that were going above and beyond, the companies that were putting not only their ingredients, but EWG ratings and things like that, as far as what do these ingredients do to your bodies. And so we sat down as a company and said, before anything else, we want to make sure that everything that we do is non-toxic and organic, but we also want our customers, our community of people that trust us, we want to have everything transparent so that they can see exactly what is in our product, and that we've tested to make sure that every single ingredient will do no harm, and that it is beneficial to your body. So we're not just another company, we are like health warriors for you. We want to make sure that what we put out there is good for you, good for your family, good for your kids to be around. And so that's just who we are, quality, transparency.
Well, and too, a lot of hemp does come from other countries. Some of it comes from China, and a high percentage of that hemp that's been tested is full of heavy metals. And here you are trying to get yourself out of inflammation, get yourself out of pain, get your body and your endocannabinoid system balanced. So you're not going to want to put in like pesticides and heavy metals, because it defeats the purpose. So anyway, it's about
Hey, do you guys sell eye
Yeah.
cream?
Yeah.
Do you sell eye cream?
So eye cream, not yet.
Yes.
I can't find it.
I can't find an eye cream that doesn't give me
But the moisturizing body butter is good for the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing it on my eyes, so I think you'd like it.
I sometimes will get a sty, so if I get any lotion or some sort of product close to my eye, then I'll get a little painful little white dot inside the eyelid. And so I was like,
You could try the nourishing body oil. I use that sometimes on the face as well.
what is it?
Our nourishing body oil.
Nursing body oil.
The
That
nourishing,
sounds-
yeah.
Oh, nourishing. I thought you were saying nursing. So I'm like,
Nourishing. Have you tried nourishing? Have you? Try it. I'm just kidding. That's
I want
terrible.
it. Yeah.
I'm sure that will work too.
Great.
We just we'll sneak back over to Cynthia's house next time they go to HEB, and I know the door code now,
No way,
so we can just
no way.
sneek in and grab it.
I
Okay,
yeah.
we'll have to hit the website and pick up our own, I guess. She's
There
on
you
to
go.
us.
There you go. I'm gonna have to rechange my code.
That's awesome. So we're just about at the end of our time here, guys. It's went so fast. I think I do want to say on that note too, I forgot we were talking about, I love this reasoning that you just talked about, because, a big part of one of our initiatives is no artificial colors in products. And that's part of our brand verification. We can't verify brands that have artificial colors. And this is an issue for some really great brands that have the gummies, because gummies are hard to make without colors. And, we just decided as a team, like, this is so important to us, because we know that scientifically these FD&C certified colors are linked to some, bad things that aren't great for your body. Well, I don't want to get too far, saying
it says
what
it
it
right
causes.
there.
Yes.
It says it on the website. I mean, the FDA.
You can look up it.
Yes.
I have a child that cannot do any artificial color at all. So I will say,
I'm a child that cannot do any artificial colors.
Me too. Like, I can't either, even as
It took me until I was in my 30s to realize it. And then, I was married to Leah, and she's like, "What just happened to you?" I go, "I don't know." It's like, and there was the colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really important, because what if you want to eat Skittles, stuff like that, like all more power to you. But or you want to make Skittles, but when it comes to like you're making something that's
right, yeah.
right, it's like you're literally making something, you're marketing it for all these health benefits, and then it has something that does the opposite of that. So I love the fact that you guys are setting the bar in this industry, because it's not only important to consumers, but it's important to your peers as well to see that, hey, look, this can be done. You can have all the tests. You can do this organically. And this is the bar that you should be looking at. So we appreciate you guys so much for being on the show today. We love Aspen Green. For sure, go check out aspengreen.com for all those amazing products. And be sure to go to the Green Plant Summit. It's absolutely free. Register for free. Come check it out. Absolutely. And it's going to be next week. There are some amazing individuals. Your buddy Michael Miller, Captain Cannabis. You guys are like, we hung out at the Hemp Industry and MJ BizCon, right? Oh, and we've hung out like the last 3 trade shows. Somehow we always end up near the same Airbnb. Having too many drinks. So he's an amazing guy. I can't wait to see him as well. So November 19th, do not miss it.
Next week.
That is next week, the Green Plant Summit.
And as soon as they're done watching this video, you should go over there and register. And that way you can see us all. I'm going to do that. As soon as the show's over, I'm going to register.
Do it.
Yes, you should.
Because I can't wait to see you guys.
And there will be a link here on the YouTube that you'll be able to click to go over there. So
and if you're on our Instagram as well, so and on our link tree. So yeah, it's everywhere. There's no excuse. You can find it.
That's right. And also, if you want to know, we have a bunch of events coming up as well after the Green Plant Summit. So just go over there to Instagram at Hemp Tours. Click on the link tree. You're going to see a huge list of events. We're going to be back for our very first in-person event. Drum roll. And that will be next weekend with the Texas hemp growers in San Marcos, Texas for their master class. We're going to have a booth there or a table there doing one-on-ones, talking to farmers about hemp tours, and hopefully setting up some virtual reality tours here for the new future with some new farmers here or the near future with some new farmers here in the state of Texas. So we're super stoked to be with Zach and Co. We can meet face-to-face, mask to mask, as we like to say here in the Lone Star State.
Elbow to elbow,
mask to mask. We're pretty excited. It is obviously a very limited attendance event. So if you want to get those tickets, you should go over to Texas. It's buytexashemp.com or follow.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Or follow TX Hemp Growers on Instagram.
So are you saying that people can actually see us in person with masks, but they can see us in person?
I don't know.
Yes, they can.
Under it. Will it?
Oh yeah, I do. I got a mask that it sticks out like this. Yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't easy. The official Hemp Tours mask didn't quite get it done. It was a little, so you had to get like one of the I forget what those are called, like neoprene or something. No, I don't know. It's like some kind of cool material, and it's the 32 degrees, so like same as like the shirts and all that. So it's like cooling wicking, and then he's got the little mustache slots.
Whenever if you're ever vaping though, put your mask on, vape, and then blow out and see what happens to, because it's kind of like, like the doctor will put red dye or not any kind of color to see something you can't see. Well, when you're breathing out, you can see what's really happening in the real world.
So like,
how much is it actually helping? I don't know.
Right, I know. We're like, maybe don't do that. Just go with it.
Yeah.
We'll get out of this eventually, guys. But until then, at least we're all in it together. So and we've really enjoyed these virtual events because this has been so cool. Like us all hanging out. That would have been hard. We would have been like, do you want to meet on Zoom? Back in the day, it's like, yeah, no, not really. And now we're like,
what's
yes,
Zoom?
Now you don't have a choice, right?
Yeah, exactly. What's Zoom? No. And now it's like, yes, of course I want to meet on Zoom. Let's party.
I know.
So,
Talk to other people. Yeah.
Right, exactly. I know we're in line like at the bank, just like, hi, how are you? How was your day, stranger?
Hello, grocery guy. How are you doing? How was your day? I'm like, oh my
Yes. Tell
The
me
pest
about your
control guy
family
came
while you
today.
drive. Yeah.
The pest control guy came. We talked for 2 hours. It was just amazing.
God.
That's 2020 for you.
Hashtag 2020. We'll laugh about this together next year when we're all
Sure,
hanging
yeah.
out here or there. So
And real
thank
hugs
you so
again.
much.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, Heather and Valerie, for joining us today for the Texas
Thank
Hemp Party.
you.
We're very
Thank
appreciative of you, the Aspen Green team, everything you guys are doing, the Green Plant Summit. We actually absolutely love it. So from our team to yours, thank you for joining us. And that's it for the Texas Hemp Party.
Awesome.
See y'all.
Thanks for having us. Bye. Have a great day.
We'll insert music here on the replay.